Bron, what stood out the most to you in the fourth quarter, especially just with shots not falling and the way that you guys were generating looks against Miami's D?
We got some great looks, and they didn't fall. You just said it. I think defensively we were very good, very in tune, connected. Shots just weren't falling in the fourth.
Alex took us through that last sequence. Just wondered what you saw from the inbounds pass and how you were playing Jimmy up to the point where you made that decision once Miami helped over on you.
I felt like they were going to try to seal me over the top. I was able to get a hand on the ball. AC brought it up to me. DHO to me, Jimmy and Olenek doubled me. I went to AC and we missed a shot.
Dave?
LeBron, what's this time period like, do you think, for your teammates in terms of the pressure they may feel to try to take on more, considering there's no AD and there's no shooter? At the same time, Kenny and Alex both mentioned, like, they want to take some load off your shoulders. They know that you're capable of carrying a lot, but they want to be doing their part. What's that like for your team to go through that kind of emotion or balance right now?
They are doing their part. They're doing their part and more. And every time we're on the floor, we're all trying to protect each other and bring each other up, out on the floor every single night. It doesn't matter if you're making shots or not. We are going to hold each other accountable. And everybody's just picking up in AD's absence. And obviously it hasn't been, in wins the last two games, but, we're going to keep on working our habits and continue to be great for one another.
Dan?
Ron, the shooting over the last 10 games or so, even pre-injuries, is really tailed off. Is there any reason for that or anything that you've seen, or is this just sort of over the course of the season, there's going to be highs and there are going to be lows?
I don't think there's any reason for that. I think our guys do a great job of being in the gym. We all put in the work. And, so it's not that. I mean, if it was that we weren't putting in work, then, that would be the reason for it. Or I could say that's a cause of it. So, the law of averages are even itself out. And we had lapses last year. At one point, we had it during the playoffs as well. And we just, we knew we would find our rhythm and we'd do the same this year.
Kyle?
Hey, LeBron, when AC was talking about that last play, he kind of said, I expected my defender to kind of follow off to me and they would guard LeBron one-on-one. Is it perhaps just more of a consequence that AD is not on the floor, that teams are more willing to double you? And do you see other guys on the floor with you kind of adjusting to that new reality?
No, I mean, my intentions when I came off that DHO was to let it go. If they would have guarded me one-on-one and Jimmy would have stayed back or Olenek didn't fight over the screen. But, for me, when you grab two on the ball and we had a great look to tie the game to send it to overtime, AC had that. I think the only, bad thing about it is that he shot a long two. I wish he would have shot a three and make her miss. I live with that. So, but other than that, it was a good look.
Melissa, last question, Melissa.
Hey, LeBron, throughout your career, you've been sort of a master at tweaking your game, giving each respective team that you played on what it needs, whether it's more ball handling, more shooting, more defense, whatever the case may be. What goes into being such a master at tweaking your game, and how are you so effective at that?
Just staying open-minded about, whatever my teammates need, whatever the coaching staff need, whatever the personnel that I'm playing with needs at that particular time. And, always just having always having a growth mindset. I think that's for my game, and not settling on what I am or who I am at that point in time. Being able to adjust to my teammates, be able to adjust to the I guess the coaching staff and the system that we want to play at that point in time. So I think that's what it all boils down to. And right now is another challenge for me to be able to adjust. Not having AD for a long period of time is something that we haven't had over the last year and a half, and now it's time for me to adjust again and see ways I can be even more effective to help this team win ball games, because that is the sport that we're in. We're in the winning business, and I've always been a winner. So it's time to click into that.